Hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Well, it's not Saturday for me. Not yet, anyway. I am recording this so that I can spend the day with my husband for our 21st wedding anniversary. But I still wanted to bring you a story and an art project. So today I'm going to read to you A Dog Named Doug by Carmen Wilson. And the pictures are by Matt Myers. And then we're going to draw this super cute dog together. Yours will probably look a little different, and that's okay. That's what makes things so fun, is that everybody's looks a little different. And yet, we're doing the same steps. So, let's get started. Let me tell you what you're going to need today. You're going to need, obviously, a piece of paper, a pencil, a Sharpie, an eraser, just in case you draw something you don't like. I'm going to use markers on the bandana on my dog, and then I'm going to use crayons. I have some new crayons that I'm using today. These are all my crayons are Crayola. They're the best. These are Colors of the World, and they are some fabulous colors in here that I love. We've used these at school once or twice already. And then I really like big crayons. Even though I'm an adult, I just like a larger crayon than a regular. Let's see. So here's a regular crayon. These are called large crayons. And then I also have a box of jumbo crayons. And I just like them. I can press down a little harder and I don't have to worry about breaking my crayons, because it does happen sometimes. So anyway, I'm going to use crayons. You can use whatever you have on hand. You could do markers for the whole thing. You could use paint. He would be super cute painted. I just like the effects that I can get from crayons. And I can get those same kinds of things. Sorry, I need to straighten my chair. From colored pencils as well. It just takes a lot longer. And so whatever you have on hand, I will look forward to seeing your pictures. So let's get started with our story today. And like I said, it's a dog named Doug. There he is, digging already. My dogs like to dig. I don't know if yours do. Once there was a dog named Doug. Doug liked to dig. But when Doug dug, oh boy, did Doug dig. Look at all those things. There's like a weight and a radio. There's a picture, a toaster. What's a toaster doing in the backyard? I have no idea. Once, he dug up a ground squirrel's nest, and the feisty squirrel was not impressed. "I can dig better than you," he said. Doug howled with laughter. "Let's see if that's true." So they started to race, but Doug, whew, that's a tongue twister. But Doug dug faster. He proved that he was the digging master. With his nose down low, the dirt flew high. Clumps hit the cat as Doug sauntered by. Many miles of dirt Doug dug, leaving heaps and piles and mounds of mud. I like the way they did this. It's kind of a play. There's the mounds of dirt, and they made them into the letters. And ruts so deep and holes so wide that a giant tractor fell inside. And boy, did Doug dig. He dug to the east, and he dug to the west. He dug his way to a treasure chest with about $1 million inside. Doug smiled wide, and then he tossed it aside. He dug his way past an old gold mine and took no note of the danger sign. And oh boy, did Doug dig. It's awesome. He dug to the north, and he dug to the south. There was grit in his eyes and sand in his mouth. But Doug kept scratching and scratching on till his head popped up on the White House lawn. Uh-oh. He took the tour, he saw the sights, then decided he'd better dig home for the night. So Doug got busy digging, and oh boy, did Doug dig. And dig. Oh, look at all the places he's gone. And dig. Here he is, Easter Island. Hollywood, looks like Africa. The ocean. And he dug. No, and he dig. Dig that dog. And dig. And dig. Oh my goodness. He's on the other side of the world. I'm going to turn this around so you can see this cool picture. Looks like he's gone to China. Dug right through the earth. At home, the family scolded him hard. Doug, stop digging holes in the yard. But they fed him a bone, and they gave him a hug. Then tucked him in bed with a good night, Doug. But still Doug dug. Doug settled into his cozy bed with visions of marvelous holes in his head. Doug had a dream he was digging, and oh boy, did Doug dig. Look, he's on another planet. Look at, there's all these places and how far they are. That is awesome. I love this. Oh, look, there he is. He is awesome. Now, obviously, our dog doesn't look like the one in the story. Let's see. I'm going to put this back here. So, this is a really cute little dog. I have big dogs at my house, so my dogs don't look quite like this. But that is okay. So, I'm going to put that over here. So, here's my paper. Now, I'm going to start with pencil. And I'm going to draw lightly. So, when I draw, you know, what I want to start with is I want to start with some shapes, and I want to get the basic shapes down, and then I can go in and I can add like all of these fun little details to make him look like he's fuzzy. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm kind of just going to start by drawing real lightly so that I can erase my pencil lines. Remember, that's always what we do. The only person who needs to see your lines is you. So it's important to draw lightly so it's easier to erase. So I'm going to draw his head real lightly. Now, I'm just drawing a circle. You can see how light that is, right? My light's still bad. And then I'm going to kind of draw, I've got this bandana down here. It kind of goes like this. And then over here, I'm going to draw, there's his body. And then there's his tail. So I've drawn really, really light. Oh, let's draw his ears in there too. All right. Let's see. How do I want his ears to go today? All right. Okay, so I have just real lightly, I've got my sketch. I'm going to try turning this light off and see if I get any better. I don't know. It's a little bit better. It's not so much glare now. But you can see I have just the bones. Just kind of the skeleton, so to speak, of my picture. Now what I want to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to, oh, sorry, my nose is itchy. I'm going to go in and instead of drawing straight lines, I'm going to draw a little darker. Along my line that I drew, I'm going to make it look like he's furry, all right? So I'm going to start with his ears. So I'm going to kind of go like this, and I'm just kind of making like a zigzag line like this, all right? And then I'm like that. So I've done one ear like that. Now I'm going to start like here at the top, not on his head, on the top of his head, because I want to give him like a little, like his hair sticking up on there, like I've just ruffled his hair. All right. And so I'm going to do the same thing around his head. And you just want it to be real random. You don't want it to be, you know, like it's expected. Like I need to add a couple more here so I can go in and add some, erase those lines. And then I'm going to go right around. I'm going to kind of come down to here. And now I'm going to go over up on the top, and I'm going to do this ear over here. And really random kind of things. And I'm kind of turning my paper because it's easier to draw. And I'm just kind of going back and forth, almost like a lightning bolt kind of line is kind of what I'm doing. The nice thing is I'm drawing with pencil, but I feel like they sometimes have that little beard right there. I don't know that I like that, but yeah, I think I do like that. And then up here on the top, I'm going to kind of go bigger, like that, for his head. Now I'm going to take that, his bandana. And yours doesn't have to have a bandana if you don't want to. I just thought it was kind of nice. So I'm kind of drawing it out like this. And I'm just kind of doing it as like a triangle kind of shape right there. And then over here on the side, I'm going to draw that knot because it's knotted together. So I'm going to draw like a round circle. And then I'm going to kind of just draw like something like that. Now yours can look however you want, but you know, if you like tie something in a knot, it's got those little tabs. Now I'm going to do the same thing on his side. I'm just doing real random. I'm not even thinking about it. And I'm going to do down this side too. And if you notice, I'm kind of holding my pencil up a little higher so that I don't have as much control over it. So it becomes a little more random. And then I'm going to do his tail. And then I'm going to give him like so that his chest is a different color. So I'm going to kind of come off right there. All right. All right, there we go. I'm going to give him a nice big round nose right there. And I'm just going to give him some plain eyes. I'm not going to do anything special there. But I am going to give him that little heart patch. And I'm going to make that, so I'm going to draw it real lightly again. All right, and it should be furry because it's his fur, right? So I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to kind of make it like kind of furry there. So it has some texture. All right. And then I'm going to draw some more. I'm going to draw hearts on there because it's almost Valentine's Day. Of course, you can draw whatever you want on your... Some of them are going off, or you can only see parts of it. Like that. I'm going to draw a little one over here. I'm going to draw one there. And then draw one over there. Okay. Oh, and then I'm going to give him a little mouth. Okay. So now it's time to Sharpie. Okay. Now, obviously, you don't have to Sharpie if you don't want to. I like a good bold line. Now, when I'm doing this, it's going to look a little different because it's really hard to do those lines. So you really could just start. I'm going to color his eyes in. You could just start with Sharpie after you've drawn the basic lines. Okay. This is his nose. And I'm going to try to do that. Okay. Kind of looks like he's got like lightning bolts for... Okay. And I'm going kind of fast, so I don't always get right on my lines, but that's okay. And my Sharpie's kind of been through a lot, so it's has a really blunt tip. And that's what happens with Sharpies after you used them around. As you push down and... Okay. Now I'm not tracing this line right here because that's his little chin. Turn my paper around here. Okay, almost done. Let's see, I'm doing this. My nose is so itchy. It's super cold. We've got the heat on really high because I'm in the basement and the basement's really cold. So we've got the heat on high, but I've got a vent nearby, and I'm kind of hot now. All right. All right, there we go. So I've sharpened all my lines. Now I'm going to go in and erase anything I might have missed. This is especially important if you're watercoloring, because those lines will show up when you watercolor, or even if you're going to color anything with a light color. So if I was going to make my dog, you know, yellow or more white or whatever, you definitely want to go in and erase your pencil lines so that they don't show up on your drawing. Let's see. So it's like good light for you guys, but it's kind of dark in here for me. Oh, I missed this, like by his nose. So, I'm so sorry. All right, so I'm gonna color. I'm gonna still give him a pink and red scarf or bandana, whatever. So I'm gonna color the hearts red with my marker. On this one, I actually used a highlighter because I couldn't find my pink marker, but it turned out really well. It's a really pretty pink highlighter. I don't have any at home right now, or if I do somewhere. I have like every imaginable art supply, I think. I just wish I had more time to make art for myself. I'm just too busy. So, there we go. So I did that red, and then I'm going to color around it pink. I don't like this pink as well as I like the other one, but it's okay. So remember that when you've done drawing your dog and you've got it all colored and stuff, there'll be another post. I missed some pencil lines there. Another post with my picture today in it. So make sure you have your mom or dad or grandma or whoever take a picture of it and post it there so I can see it. And then, yeah, because I'm kind of excited to see your dogs. There we go. Now, I think most all dogs have black noses, so I'm going to color the nose black. Now, my goal was always to make sure that I'm going to draw a place, like where he has that shadowy thing on his nose. Kind of like that. And I always try not to color that, and yet sometimes I end up coloring it. I think I'm going to do all right today. So it's white. This one I ended up coloring, and then I used a silver Sharpie to make that mark on there, so you could have a little shadow on there. There. But I got it today. All right. So I'm done with my Sharpies. I'm done with my pencil. I think I'm going to go ahead and put my artist mark in the bottom. I'm going to do it in green because, well, green's my favorite color. So I'm just going to, of course I choose a bad green. Let's see. Let's try a different one that's going to work better. Nope, that doesn't work better either. Let's try this one. Goodness sakes. And this is just so that not much better. Oh, that one's running out really bad. I'm just gonna write. When I color the background, because I'm gonna color the background, I don't have to color on top of the crayon. All right. So I am gonna color my dog brown. Excuse me. And so, oh, I'm gonna drink. Sorry. That's why I pulled out these colors of the world. So the crayons, the colors of the world. There's 24 crayons in here, and they are beautiful, beautiful colors. God created all of the colors, and so the nice thing is this kind of gives us a sampling of what it is. Now I don't even know what color I want to use, so I'm going to get a piece of scratch paper out of my trash can here and choose, kind of look at the colors. I'm kind of wishing I had more light. I'm afraid I have a light right here. I'm going to try to turn it on and see what happens. It's going to be really bright for a sec. Let's see if I turn it the other direction. It gives me a little more light. That's not too bad. All right. So I'm going to choose, I think, 3 different browns, and then I'm going to use white also to kind of blend my crayons, or to kind of blend my colors in. So there's some really pretty pink colors in here. I could even use like these almond colors to do some blending. So I might actually keep, let's see, what's this one? Very light golden. So I'm going to keep these 2 lighter colors here too. And it does come with white. Now there is the box that you can get. So this is 24. If you buy them from Walmart, they have 36, and they come with like blue and green for eyes, and they come with red colors too for like hair colors and stuff. So that's really cool. So, so there's a few more colors, and we have the 36 count at school, because I splurged with my own money and did that. So I kind of want a dark brown. Let's see, I don't know. I kind of like that brown. I'm going to keep that one. I'll put these away here. It's hard to choose. The colors are so beautiful. And it doesn't really, oh, I need a really dark color too. It really don't do justice on the camera. Let's see, I don't want that one. Let's see, do I want this? Nope, that's too light. And then, okay. Oh, I've got more than I'm not going to use this one. Ugh. So I'm just going to kind of use, I think I want this middle color. And then maybe one more, let's see. And then I'll kind of put them together and see what I think. Alright, so I think I've got the colors that I want here. And so I'm going to flip this over, and I'm kind of do them next to each other and see how I like it, the ones that I chose. Because if you look at a dog, they're more than just one color. Yeah, I'm going to use all those, and then I'm going to use this one to kind of blend. You can't see that one at all, or just a little bit there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do like a darker color for his ears and this little thing around his eye. So I'm going to use the darker color, the darkest color, I think. Let's see. I think I'm going to use this color. I don't know. It's so hard to choose. So I'm going to color in there. And just like always, you should always, always, always color the same direction. Unless the look you're going for doesn't. So, I mean, if you don't want that look, then that's fine. So then what I'm going to do is, I really like this color, but I'm going to add some darker pieces. I'm just going to kind of make some little marks, because, you know, like the individual colors of the hair. And you can't see them a whole lot in there, but I know that they're there. So, and I'm going to kind of do the same thing with my, I'm not going to color all of it. I'm going to color like this. And I've been doing this with my kids at school as well, where we kind of color it like this. And then we go in with another one. And I'm kind of coloring in some more patches like this. And I'm kind of going right over it in some places, and in other places I'm going right where there isn't anything. And I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to make his ears. I'm going to add another color. And I'm kind of coloring all over now. I'm going to do the same thing here. Because I really want him to have some good color. And a lot of times dogs have so many different colors of fur that it's not just one brown. It's like a bunch. So this makes it, I think, look a little more natural. Does it look completely natural? It doesn't. I'm sorry, I'm like way down here because I get like all into my coloring. In fact, I'm going to add some of this light color here now too. Okay, and then I'm going to do my whole ear. I'm going to do, let's see a space I missed there. Sometimes I have to do that. I turn my paper so that I can see the places that I miss. Whew, I'm really getting way down there. I'll try to sit up straight. I guess what I should do is I should zoom out on my camera a little bit. I'll have to do that inside the settings later. Okay, so I've colored right over on top of all those. And part of it is to make it look more interesting, and not just natural. I like art to look more interesting. I just think that that's better. Now, what I've decided I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the same kind of thing. In fact, I'm going to kind of go over this with this crayon, which just kind of softens it. And you can even kind of rub it together. You can rub it with your finger inside there, and it kind of blends the colors a little bit together. It doesn't blend it a lot with crayon, but it does a little bit. There's a little bit of difference there. It just kind of softens it up there. I'm going to do that here too. In fact, you can kind of see, let's see, I'm going to do half of it. You can kind of see there. So this inside here is more blended than this other side, but I'm going to do the whole thing because I think it looks cool. All right, there we go. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make this part, let's see what I want to do. Let's see, I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to go back. I need a different color for his head, I've decided. I think I'm going to use this color with my paper. Yeah, I'm going to use a different color. So I'm going to color his head this color. And I'm going to color it all this way. It's kind of a lighter. This is called medium almond. I can't stress enough that you guys should have a box of these crayons. These has been my favorite box of crayons, and I feel like I need to buy like another set for my students for next year because I'm afraid that they're going to go away. It is so cool to have a box where all, and now a lot of these colors are in the box of crayons anyway. If you go in and look at them, they're there. But it's so cool to have them all in one box. So I keep wanting to think of like special art projects for school where we just use these crayons. So this is what we're going to do. I'm coloring my whole dog this color. Let's see. Now I'm not really coloring all the same direction on my dog, but I'm thinking about how his fur would go in real life, and I'm kind of coloring like that. So I did kind of turn it, so this one's kind of going this way, and this one's kind of going this way. Oh no, I'm not going to. I was thinking about sticking his tongue out, but I think I'm not going to do that. It would be kind of cute, but I'm just, I don't know. I don't want to do it. I don't know what it would look like. I'd have to, like, would have wanted to do it. So this is that color, and then his chest is going to be the same color as his. That's what I did. So I'm going to do his chest color this too. Now, lots of times I color and I push down really hard on my crayons because I want a really bold color, but it just depends on what I'm doing. So you need to give it enough pressure so that it looks good but I didn't want to press down really hard. And it's perfectly, I mean, I didn't press down hard on this, except for with the blending crayon. And I still have a really nice bold color. Now this, though, I didn't want it to be super bold. I wanted it to be a little more subdued. And so then there's that. And then I'm going to go in with one of my darker colors, and I'm just going to add some little lines in there like I did on there. You can see the little gray lines that I have there. And so I'm going to kind of do that too with this crayon. Just a little bit darker. It's just a shade darker. This is medium deep golden. And I'm going to do this one right here with his head. Just to have a little bit more color in there. In fact, I'm probably going to go in with another shade darker. I really like the whole adding lots of different tones to things to make them more interesting. Maybe a little darker right around the chin so it looks like a little shadow right there. You can see I have a dog picture in the back there. I did that with the 5th graders. Felt like something fell there. Alright, so I kind of like that. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing I did with the ears and the eye patch for the rest of his body. I'm going to start with, well, I guess first I'm going to blend. So I'm going to take my same crayon that I used, and I'm going to go right over on top of it. And it actually will just it just really blends. I'm pushing a little harder with this crayon than I did with my others. And I really do, it does give it, a different look. And so, oops, I didn't want it on his nose. There we go. The nice thing about crayon is you can scrape it off. So I'm pressing down a little harder with this in an effort to blend the colors together some more. I'm going to start coloring like this with my students more often. I just did it with, I did it with some of my kindergartners, and I did it with my 2nd graders too. And I think that it totally made a difference on there. We did it on tree branches. And so, and usually what I do is I don't always pull up the box of the colors of the world. But we have boxes of 120 crayons at school that we use. So I'm going to do it over his chest. You should never color so hard that your hand hurts. You're really doing something wrong if that's the case. You can get kind of the same look from just coloring multiple layers instead of, so let's see, I'm done with that one for now. So again, I'm going to start with my lightest color, and I'm just going to kind of color all over. I'm not coloring in, I'm not filling in all of the spaces. I'm really coloring in real random. Okay, and then I'm going to do the next color. Actually, I'm going to save that other lighter color for last. So then I'm going to add some dark space, especially around the edges to make it look like shadows. I can't wait to see you guys' dogs. I hope somebody does like a rainbow colored dog or something, just for fun, because I think that would be cool. Alright, and then I'm going to do the dark color, and I'm going to kind of do it all over again. But there's still white spaces there. I'm not coloring in every bit. Alright, so then I'm taking the lightest color, I think it was this one, and I'm coloring over the whole thing, and I'm getting those white spaces now. I keep really totally getting into my picture coloring here. So I'm coloring over all of the colors that I've already colored. Yes, it's a little bit more work. I'm not gonna lie, it's more work. It's more effort. But I think that the end result is so much better than if I had just colored it all one color. It's more interesting. It's visually appealing. I don't talk about that enough at school, although I've started talking about it more. And I'm going to go in and I'm just going to add a little bit more dark right here along the edge here and along the edge here, so it makes it look like he's got a little shadow right there along the edge of him. I'm going to color over all of this. And then, lastly, I'm going to color over with my blending crayon. Your blending crayon should always be a pretty light color, a neutral color. Usually I use white, but I also have basically a white dog. For this, I really like that I chose this color here because it lightens it up a little bit, but I'm still kind of using the same tones of crayons. And so, oh, goodness, I'm so sorry. It's so itchy. It doesn't really do a whole lot when you blend it with your finger. I just broke my crayon. Now, broken crayons work the same way as regular crayons, but it still makes me sad. Oh. Because I'm pressing a little harder with the crayon, remember, because I'm blending. There. Super cute. I am digging my dog. Sorry. I sometimes just amuse myself. Let's see. I'm going to put my crayons away. I'm missing a crayon. Maybe not. No. I'm going to definitely buy a couple more boxes of these for myself. I can see myself using them a lot. I'm got different things going through my head. Now I'm going to color the background. I think I'm going to color it green. Just because, well, I like green. And it'll be a nice contrast with him. And so I'm just coloring lightly in the background. Now I do want this to all go the same way. I just thought about I don't have any paperless crayons at home, so it takes a long time to make paperless crayons too, like to get the paper off of my crayons. And you certainly don't have to color the background. I just think it looks more interesting, and like I said, I think that if you're to go to an art show or if you go to an art museum, the art that you really want to spend time looking at is going to be art that you find interesting. And so that is a huge deal. It's a huge deal for me. It's also the reason why I don't really like abstract art. I really try to like abstract art. And it really just kind of depends. If it's like shapes and stuff, I think probably. But sometimes it's just so random. I just don't know. I don't get it. I think maybe it's just because of, I don't know, the kind of person I am. So I'm a reader, and so I think that things should have stories. So I suppose if someone could tell me a story about that art, then maybe I could do it. All right. Looks like he's in a big green grassy field is what he's in. Perfect. Look at that. There's my dog. I could even choose one that I like better. This one's a little fatter. This one's a skinny dog. But yeah, I did a pretty good job on my second try. Sometimes I don't like the second one. We've talked about that before too. So, anyway, I'm so glad that you joined me today. I hope that you're staying in and staying warm, because I know that it's so frigid outside. If for some reason we end up with a cold day on Tuesday, then of course I will go live on Tuesday. If not, I won't go live on Monday. I thought about it, but I'm not going to go live on Monday. I have to get ready for school. So I have all new projects we're starting next week, and so I am crazy busy. And then there's all the other things that I have going on. So, again, post your pictures in there. If you get a chance, go and buy a box of these crayons. Even if you don't get the 36 from Walmart, which I do not know. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. Oops. Oh, I don't know why it went way over there. Oh, I'll just put it here. Let me look and see if they have them at Walmart. I don't know if you can just go to Walmart. Now, these, I picked these up at Target. I did the whole, pickup thing. Let's see if they have them in their store. Some stores may have them and some stores don't. I got mine back during the summer. But I absolutely love the extra colors that are there. They do make markers and colored pencils, the same kind of thing. And I think that they're going to be on the Crayola website soon. It's searching. Let's see. 24. Oh, it's 32. Sorry, it's 32. Let's see. Free pickup today. So it looks like they have them at, oh, pickup not available. You can order them on their, oh, I don't want this. I just want one box. That's for like 32 pack of whatever. I don't need, I mean, I suppose, 32 pieces. Oh, it's a 2-pack. What? I don't know. I know that you can buy them at Crayola. Free pickup today. That's the 24. This is the 32. I don't know. The Walmart website is kind of wonky. Anyway, if you can get a box, I totally suggest getting a box of these crayons. The colors are fabulous, and seriously, the colors don't do it justice. They really, really don't do it justice. This camera doesn't do it justice. The colors are so wonderful. I can't not say that enough. I love these. I will have to try and find the Colors of the World colored pencils, just because I'd love to see them in a colored pencil as well. I'm just thinking of all of the fun projects. It looks like it's just a 24 piece. Still, 24 pieces, that would be awesome. Just because, let's see, still looking up for, I don't know. I think I'm probably just going to go to Crayola and buy them on there, because it's too fabulous. I just did buy some really cool coloring books on Crayola. So I strongly urge you to get some. They only have a 24 color. They have 24 markers too. I might have to actually get some of those and try them out. And the 24 pencils. But the 32 counts of the crayons, which I have at school, you can only buy at Walmart. It is a Walmart exclusive. So you can't even buy them on the Crayola website. So at least get the 24. It's like $2 or $3 at Target. So anyway, that was my spiel on the Crayola crayons, which are the best. But this box particularly, I really, really love. So I think that's it. I will, I'm sorry that I'm not going live. I missed it when we don't do live videos, because I like to chat with you guys. We'll see what the polar vortex brings for us here in Nebraska this next week. So anyway, keep creating. I can't say it enough. It's great for your brain. It's relaxing, and it's fun. Encourage your moms and dads and aunts and uncles and grandmas and grandpas to create with you, kids, when you're creating with me. I love seeing whole family pictures, and it's just fun to do something different for a little while. The laundry can wait. I got laundry I got to do as soon as I get off of here, and so that can wait. Do something creative. Let your brain relax and just kind of go with it. So anyway, thanks so much for joining me, and I will talk to you all again soon.